Hello everyone, welcome to Study ATech. In the previous videos, we have discussed single-phase full controlled rectifier with different kind of loads. But here in this video, we are going to explain why full controlled rectifiers are named so. Why it is called full controlled rectifier, that we will explain in this video. Okay, we have seen that in case of inductive load, the voltage waveform becomes something like this. There is a negative swing, and at the alpha point T1 T2 is triggered, and pi plus alpha point T3 T4 is triggered, and in between this period alpha to pi plus alpha, we have seen there is a positive voltage and there is a negative voltage. So now if we change alpha, what will happen? Let us say the voltage waveforms are something like this, and this is going on. This is alpha, pi plus alpha, right? So we get, after averaging it, VO average equal to 2 Vm by pi cos alpha. Now if the firing angle is changed, let us say the firing angle is here, so we will get the waveform here also, it will increase. And we see in this case, when the alpha is increased, the area under this positive axis and the area under this negative axis, this is increasing, and this is also increasing in the negative direction. So basically what we can say from this graph or the waveform, if the alpha is less, then the positive area is higher and the negative area is lesser. All right, when alpha is increased, then the positive area is decreasing, negative area is increasing. So basically with the increase of alpha, VO average is decreasing. Now if we make alpha equal to 90 degree, what will happen? So exactly this one and this one, we will get this sort of voltage. So basically when these two become same at alpha equal to 90 degree, VO average will be equal to 0. Okay, now if the reverse scenario occurs, meaning this is 90 degree, meaning this one, so alpha is greater than 90 degree, so positive area is less and negative area is high, right? That will make the overall voltage VO average equal to negative. And in case of this one, when the alpha is less than 90 degree, so we will get VO average equal to positive, and alpha equal to 90 degree, VO average equal to 0, right? So basically by varying alpha, we can vary the VO average. Now look at this expression also. 2 Vm by pi is a constant term, okay, and the alpha, now in this expression put alpha less than 90 degree, so 2 Vm pi both are constant, alpha lesser than 90 degree equal to greater than 0. So the alpha function is something like that. Okay, so 0 at 90 degree, lesser than 90 degree positive, and greater than 90 degree negative. Now 2 Vm by pi into cos alpha will also be a function something like that, where this voltage will be 2 Vm by pi and this will be minus 2 Vm by pi. Okay, so now what we see is that by varying alpha, increasing or decreasing, either we can get positive voltage or we can get negative voltage. That means we have the control which is full, in the sense we can get either positive voltage or negative voltage. Okay, or in other words, it can be said that if this is the current axis, current is always positive. All right, we have seen earlier, current is always positive, output current. but the voltage, this axis is voltage, so voltage can be positive or negative. Here alpha should be less than 90 degree and here alpha should be greater than 90 degree. So this is a range of control which is full in the sense positive voltage and negative voltage. That is why it is called full controlled rectifier. Hope you liked the video.